Hello YouTube, Adam here, aka Hutchinson, Kansas Road Band Production. Today we are going to be looking at the remains of the old abandoned the remains of the old Loki Valley Railroad line that goes from Abilene to Enterprise. So as you can see, this is the town of Enterprise, and in this little area between 3rd Street and North Garfield Street, there is a remain of the rest of the railroad line that used to be here a long time ago. The abandoned railroad line starts off on this street at 198 North Garfield Street. This is where the abandoned railroad line started at. You can't see any crossing, but as we go a little further, you can see the remains of that railroad line. If I go here to the if I go on this dirt road here, outly, you can kind of see right here. This was a railroad crossing, but there was a private crossing or something to the Milky Valley Railroad, or something like that. Now here's one. Now as we go up further here, outly, to this little street right here. Let me zoom in here, outly. If we go right here on Moon Road here in Enterprise, Kansas, here's the old railroad crossing, and down here, as you can see, and I zoom it out, you can see down here, you can see down there are some tracks, and getting over weeds, and down there what that way looking wet toward Enterprise, the town. And now I actually didn't know that this actually did exist. Because back in the day, outly, I came to Enterprise at one point in time. And down there, it looking wet to the rest of the railroad line. And I'm not very sure if we can actually, look to me, outly, we can't go down that way because it won't let me go. So we're gonna continue on down this way, and as you can see, the rest of the abandoned railroad line is going down. There is a old bridge that is right there, outly, that is probably no use anymore. Okay, so now we are going to this crossing right here. This is another abandoned railroad crossing. Let me zoom out a little bit so all you can see it. So as you can see, here is another half of the abandoned railroad line going from Enterprise to Abilene, and down there it keeps going all the way down there. Now you can't really see the track because they've been overgrown, but as we go back to the year of 2014, this is what it looked back in 2014. You can see that the railroad line is not overgrown. Oh, but wait a minute. But first, before we go back, want to go back to that other crossing so I can show you what did it look like back in 2014. So let's go back to Moon Road here, and let me show you how it was back in 2014. Okay, so this is how it did look back in 2014. As you can see, that the railroad line is really okay, but I want to say that it probably hasn't been used in it hadn't been used in a long time. But as we go back here in 2023, you can see that the crossing, that the tractor really overgrown, and you can barely see them, but you kind of can see them out a little bit. So that's how I noticed. So now let's go back to that other area. Let's go back to that area right there where I saw the weeds growing. We go back here to 2150. And as we go back to the year of May of 2014, you can see the tractor okay, Atlee. The track looked good, but I think that line was actually out of service. So, and you can see no train can really get over the crossing, Atlee. And different, there are like crop buck, Atlee. But as we go back to 2023, you can see the crossing bucks are gone. Or actually, wait a minute. I think that's one of them right there, Atlee. I think that's one of them right there. I'm trying to see right there, but I think that is one of the crop buck right there, Atlee. You can see it just leaning right there, Atlee. So like here, let me show you, Atlee. You can see right here, if I zoom in a little bit. Oops. Hold on a minute. I'll go back over there and I'll show you here. Let me go ahead and at least show you. If you can see, let me zoom in here a minute. If you see right there, when I zoom in here, you can see there's that crop buck. So it's still there, but it's leaning, but it fell down, so now I don't know about the other crop buck. I don't know what happened to it. Actually, hold on. It's still here. I thought I could see it here, guys. Look over here, you guys. Look here right by the trees. Look right by the trees here. I'm gonna zoom in here, Alex, so you guys can see it. Can you guys see that pole? There it is, you guys. That's the crop buck right there, Ellie. But you can't see the crop buck, but you can see that sign right there. You can see that sign right there, Ellie. So that explains it. So that's still there. But the crossing, it's still there, but the tractor in poor condition. Okay, so let's continue down here. You can see the remains of the abandoned railroad line. It continued on, and now it come to this area. It come to this area right here. This is 1631 21 Avenue. And here's the rest of the abandoned railroad line from Enterprise to Abilene. And as you can see, in 2023, it was in good condition. And look at this. It goes back to the year 2009. And look at this. And look at this year, 2009. Let's go back to March of... Let's go back to... as we go back to March of 2009, you can see how this was. It was in a little bit of good condition, but it did have some weed growing. And back in 2014, as we go back to May of 2014, you can see how it was. You can probably see some trees. Let me zoom in here a little bit. You could probably see some trees growing down on the line there, and a little bit of grass. But here in the year of 2023, you can barely see it. You can actually barely see the track. I mean, you can barely see them. So, but yeah, what this is the remain of the abandoned, railroad line, the abandoned Moki Valley Railroad. Now, I really don't know, I don't have a lot of history about this. If I can find some history about the remains of the railroad line. I know it was used back, I think it was used back in the 90s, but if any of you guys have any, suggestions about the railroad line, please let me know, and the remains of the remains of the rest of the abandoned, Moki Valley Railroad, railroad line in Enterprise Alley, let me know in the comments, if you know any history about it, because I really don't know really a lot about this, but I mean, trust me, trust me, Atlee, I had, ridden on Moki Valley Railroad and, engine. Alright, so, let's see, okay, never mind, we gotta go, we are gonna continue going down from here. We still got a lot more track to do here, so our line should not be ending here. Alright, so we are we're at another area, and guess what? We found another abandoned railroad crossing. So the tracks are still here, but this is from May of 2014, this is off of 20 Avenue. This is off of 2000 Avenue, and as you can see, the railroad line continued from down here to down there. So I think we are getting, I don't think we're getting close to the end here, Allie. So the line continued on, and now we are at another location. And yes, as you can see, we have Crossbuck here. They take that back to 2023, and as you can see, the line continued on down, and it hadn't really ended yet. So, back to 2014, you can see, line still in good condition, but it was out of service, so, and then back to 2023, you can see the line is overgrown, trees are growing, and weeds are growing from there, and just continue on Alley. So, and this is at 1973 Oak Road Alley, Enterprise, Kansas. So the rail line did continue on, and I know it continued on because we are still following the remains of it, and it continued on until further noted. It continued on right here at 19th Avenue, and as you can see, it still continues on. It continues on down here. We are going to be looking at the track. The tracks are still in overgrown situation. But if we go back to 2014, you can see the tracks are still in good condition. Still not being used, I don't think, because I don't think they were never used at all. So, but I want to say that this railroad line was used back in the 90s, and then they decided to abandon the railroad line. So which is, that is pretty sad that they decided to abandon the railroad line. Okay, so now we're on a road called Dillon Enterprise, Kansas, and here is the rest of the abandoned railroad line, the abandoned Moki Valley Railroad. So but yeah, down there is that way going to Enterprise and to Abilene, and this way continued on to the remains of the abandoned railroad line. And here it and right there, there's the crockbutt. And we go back to 2014. You can see the rail line was in good condition, but then back to 2023, the track were overgrown outly. So yeah, that crossing. And of course, our railroad line does continue on down. It not ending, I don't think. Well, my goodness. The railroad line here, I don't know. You really can't tell where it is. Well, actually, okay, yeah, okay. As I go back to 2014, you can see the railroad crossing from here. So though it was still here, but as we go back to 2023, you can't see the railroad crossing at all, and you can't see the crockbutt anymore, which is that's pretty sad. So, but the railroad line is not ending outly. You can still see remaining of the train tracks, and now we are at another road. Okay, so this is another railroad line. Or actually, I don't think it was the abandoned Moki Valley Railroad. I really don't know what kind of railroad line this was. And anyone have any idea about like what railroad line it was? I'm not really 100% sure that it was the Moki Valley Railroad or it was just like a normal railroad, because we do have an elevator. We do have an elevator over here. We got an old abandoned elevator that is pretty much not used anymore. But yeah, the railroad line did continue on. It did continue on this road. And of course, there are no crockbutts, so the railroad line did continue on from down there and into that area. So we still got the abandoned railroad line to be going. It not ending, which is good, because now we know where it's ending. It's still in good condition. And now we are, yeah guys, here you go. We found the other crossing. Now this is September of 2023 outing, and you can see the remain of the crossing. You can see that the railroad sign is missing, but the crossing sign is still there, and the railroad crossing is still here too. And I think right there that's an old railroad crossing yellow sign, but it's too hard to really see. And over here on this side of the crossing, you can see the crossbuck gone, but the E sign is there, and the emergency information right there too. So now let's go back to March of 2009, and wow, man, and look at that crossbuck, that is old. And back to 2014, the crossing was in good condition. And then I saw something from 2016. This is from 2016. You can see the crossing was still there. And then from 2023, the crossbuck is still there. But here in 2016, you can see that the crossing is still there. So Now it looked like the track is really not ending. You can still see the remain of the abandoned railroad line that's still there. Now did it not Enterprise, you can see, did it Chapman. So the abandoned line went from Enterprise to Chapman, Kansas. And look over there. And right over there you can see their gate and there that crock book right over there. Let's go check it out, and you can see the crock book is a little old and there's some more track right there. And the track continue on down from there. And back in 2014, you can see the track were still in good condition, but the gate was there. So pretty much it became very, very old. Now we do have the abandoned Carey Creek Bridge that it's been abandoned. Look like the abandoned line continued on. Here's the remain of the abandoned railroad line. Tractor still there, and track continue on from down that way, and it did include a lot of that. And it looked to me, yep, the abandoned line ended right there. Because there are no more track, I don't think. I don't think there is. Well, let's see here really quick. Oh, never mind, you guys. The tracks are still here. Look at that, you guys. We have an abandoned bridge. So the track do continue on down. We're in a little town called Windman, Kansas. It is off Union Road. This is off of Union Road, and it looked to me that the railroad line continued on down. So it looked to me looked like the railroad line continued on down. So we should be good. I think we're not ending with the line yet. Alright guys, so there the remain of the abandoned railroad line. And it looked to me the track ended right here. So the abandoned line continued from Enterprise to Chapman and to this area off of Kansas 209 in a town called Woodbine, Kansas. So now I want to say back in 2008, because it does go back to 2008, and as you can see, there are no track there, but there are some track there. And in 2009, the track were still there. In 2014, the track still remained right there. So, anyway, I think that is all for me. If I find any other abandoned railroad here in Kansas, I will be doing another video. So, I hopefully you have a lot about that abandoned railroad line from Enterprise to Woodbine, Kansas. Thank you all very much for watching, and make sure you leave a comment and a like, share, and a comment below. This is Hutchinson, Kansas Rail Plan Productions on YouTube, signing off.